You got soldiers, you got generals, then you got gladiators. These are the gladiators right around, like right after lunch. We're gonna have to add 30 seats. I planned it that way. I knew it. I'm like, I've been like to clean up in like three minutes. Right. Yeah, freaked out. And so we talked about that last night in my suite. And the first time I heard expert in my name was on the Oprah show, 3 minutes before I'm going on stage. And it freaked me out. And so sometimes we can get caught up in our titles, and our titles begin to wear us. We get caught up in our titles. Thank you. Just throw your hands up as you hear yourself. And sometimes we begin to read the press about ourselves. Press and or other people's perception of us. And we begin to try to live inside their perception, because that's who they see me to be. I better be that person.
Okay, Lisa. I think we have to screen probably. You're qualified for answering the question. What's the essence about the meaning of life?
Well, there's so many things. One is serving others. Life is about adding and contributing to the planet, leaving something greater than that existed before you were born. It's about making people feel better than they felt before they crossed your path. It's about depositing. But before you deposit into other people, you have to make sure that you're filling your own tank. You got to make sure you're serving from your overflow, not from an empty cup. The meaning of life is so vast and so broad. It has so many things, but the basic is depositing something on the planet, planting little seeds that will grow long after you've transitioned. Something, like my grandmother says, something that will make your name much bigger than your life. So to me, the meaning of life is about leaving people empowered, encouraged, and inspired to be radical, to be unapologetic, to become non-negotiable about their greatness, helping to heal wounds of the past and create possibilities in the future.
I love you, baby.
I love you too.
I can find money out of a prune. It's just my gift, it's what I do. But I was suffering in other areas of my life. I came up with this formula. For those of you who will coach with me, I coach inside this quadrant all the time. Everything I do will live inside these quadrants so that you have holistic success. Write that down. Holistic success. Say that out loud.
Holistic success.
Say it again.
Holistic success.
Say, I achieve holistic success.
Holistic success.
That's the only kind
That's the only kind
of success I'll accept.
That's the only kind of success I'll accept.
No more compartmental success.
No more compartment of success.
That's cute. I forgot to tell you I want to repeat that, but that's cute. I like it. It's necessary. I coach millionaires and billionaires. I have a gentleman now that I'm coaching who's worth $12 billion. He just sold his condo in Canada for 18.9. Someone has to come first. Okay? So if you were in my suite last night or the night before or whenever we did it, it's been crazy activity here. I may have did it in different orders because I just do it randomly. Okay? But I never do money first because y'all get caught up in that. The first one, in the first upper left-hand corner, is relationships. Now, under relationships, there's family. I'm not going to write it all out because I slow down talking when I write. Family. There's romantic. Right? Family, romantic. There's friendships. There's work relationship. I call them colleagues or work relationships. And then there's community. When you're in my suite, I didn't give you as many, but this is having thought out. These are all the areas under relationship. Guess what we got to do? We got to lay it all out as the map of what we're going to manage, what we're going to drive to be successful. If you don't see it, it doesn't get served. If you don't see it, it doesn't get served. Your head will get so busy creating. How many guys are creators? Raise your hand. You're a creator. You're energetic. Your head is going to get so excited creating that those little things that are really big things are going to fall out the left ear. Promise. And you won't maintenance them. So this is the 4 quadrants of holistic success. Every area needs to be given attention. Over here is your business. And your wealth. And I'm going to say wealth over finances because that's what we're working on. Business and wealth. That'll take care of itself, I promise you. If professional. Lower left-hand corner is your spirituality and your faith. Lower right-hand corner is your health and wellness. You ask, how can you have balance? And I'm going to give you a quick formula because I got to keep going. Set one goal in each quadrant every 90 days. Set one goal in each quadrant every 90 days. You are conditioned to have business goals. But how about family goals? Spiritual goals? And then we have health goals. Those are very normal. I'll ask you to circle the 2 areas in your life, the 2 quadrants that are suffering due to the success of the other 2. Just circle them right now. Circle them if you're on an iPad, underline them. You have to know. Circle the 2 quadrants that are suffering to the success of the other 2 quadrants. For me, business wasn't a challenge. My health quadrant was suffering, my relationship quadrant was suffering. And in my relationship quadrant, it wasn't my friends or my family. It was the romance. That's why I broke it down so you don't do relationships. Go, oh no, I got journalism with my kids. I have journalism with my family. Hold on. There are other ones out there. Make sense? So circle those 2 right now. I want to know that you know. You got them circled? Good. You got them circled? I want y'all
Just trying to keep it real.
Right. You do good, baby. Now, I want you guys to, on the count of 3, I want you to say your new declaration to the world. And Earth Angels, go, buck, wow. 1, butt naked. Shut up, that's late night. This is buck wow. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Witness, the brother had it going on, something kind of